Hello, hello. Hello, hello. It is 4:07 a.m. Central Time on the 29th of January 2017. And guys, I am jumping on here. We're going to be drinking a beer together. I'm going to run down the earthquakes again since several of my viewers over on Twitch didn't catch the update and it didn't save yet. I didn't save it on YouTube either, so I was just kind of excited that the computer was updated. So, anyways, here's what we're drinking, guys. We are going to be drinking a Samuel Smith's, actually, not Samuel Adams, Samuel Smith's organic, handcrafted fruit ale, raspberry, ale brewed with raspberry juice, product of England. Brewed at Melbourne Brothers Ancient Brewery in Stanford, Lincolnshire, and blended and bottled at Samuel Smith's Brewery at Tadcaster, North Yorkshire. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Okay. So, and I look totally washed out because I've got a brand new TV in front of me. Guys, the craziest thing happened, right? So, 4 days without the PC, and I had to get a new power supply, new video card, new RAM. Now I've got 64 gigs of RAM, a new MSI GeForce 1080 X gamer card. Just incredible. Oh, I mean, it's just, just huge improvement from where I was. And then I came home, plugged it in, was doing fine, and then all of a sudden, my TV, my monitor, which was a 42-inch Vizio, we've had for about 4 years, just whoosh, just runny screen. It looked like it got crushed. I don't know how it happened. The screen was off for 4 days. Plug it in, it was working fine. Then literally all the way across. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, oh my god, you got to be kidding me. So I go get the old monitor, plug it in. It's only 720p. And I'm like, no way, man. No, 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 no. I just spent all the money on this card. Now I'm going to have to go down to a 720p crappy monitor. So jumped in the car, went up to Wally Worlds, which here in the United States, that's Walmart. And they had a sale on 4K TVs. So got a $298. Get this. $298 now for a 4K 43-inch Ultra HD TV. $298. They used to be like just 2 years ago. That same TV would have been like $2,000. Crazy, man, crazy. So, anyways, all right. So I don't know if you guys can see this. It's kind of like a reddish color. Can you see that? It's kind of a reddish raspberry. It's not a foo-foo beer. This is like real beer. This is Samuel Smith's. Oh, wow. Yeah. 4K for $298. That's at Walmart. And it's a Sharp. I mean, the brand is Sharp. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it was the best looking one. So, and it's one of these smart TVs that you can plug in, right? I'm not plugging it in, but you can plug it into the internet and watch YouTube and do Netflix and all that good stuff. This is just for the stream, so not that it makes a difference for you guys, but for me, I can sit back. Well, I mean, I could sit back here and see all the numbers perfectly on the screen and everything. And if I'm doing stuff back here, it's going to really come in handy. But it's got this bluish white tint, and it's totally making me washed out. So I'm going to have to get some different lights to go on here, and I'll figure that out in the next couple days. But anyways, cheers to you guys, man. Cheers to my viewers. All right, cheers to you if you have a beer. And it's late night, man. This is 4:12 in the morning here. Oh, ooh, that's really good. That's really, oh, look at that. They've got a little, five-pointed flower. What's that called? Anyways, all right, guys. Well, you know what? I said I was going to do an update and let you know what's going on. Now, to do the update, I'm going to turn, now, you heard it dinging. Did you hear it dinging over and over again, giving you 4 and 5.0 earthquakes? That's a problem with the feed we're developing right now, and I love having the feed on, And I love having the bells. So one's 50 kilometers, one's 65, that kind of thing. But going down to the south, it meets back up with our 10,000 foot drop off down to the south. And there's only a short area in between that hasn't been filled in yet. And where is that area? Well, if we have our 10,000 foot drop off here and we go back up to the north, okay, so our 10,000 foot drop off begins at the Haast Canyon, I suppose is the name of that. Goes back across the range. These lakes here, I don't know what their names are. Suppose we could turn on our, should have the labels on. Oh boy, I don't have them turned on here. Places? No. Oh well, okay, I don't have the lake names downloaded for Google Earth apparently. But regardless, if you're in New Zealand, you'll probably know the names of those across the, well, this area that's labeled as Canterbury. Well, that's that front part of the range where we're seeing the earthquakes up to the north, right? So, in between, I'm wondering what's going to happen. Is a new plate boundary forming right now? It seems like it. Since the big one hit, this has started to spread. And as it spreads, I think it's forming a new plate boundary. Now, will it just curl over to the west here and make like a, almost like a animated eyeball shape almost, like a, like, I don't know if you can see my mouse here good enough, but if this were to just connect over, that would form a new plate boundary, right? But if it goes further down to the south, like it looks like it's doing, it'll still form a new plate boundary, but it'll be much longer. What happens when a new plate boundary forms? I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't like to suppose in public, but I do have to tell you, this is happening. Okay? So there is no doubt about it. You can see it before your eyes. It is happening. It's been happening over the past several weeks since the big one hit. Now what's going to happen when it finally reaches down to the southern point and connects? That's the real question. I don't know. Okay? So, yeah, that's a recap for over in Europe. That's a recap for down in New Zealand. Now, in the West Pacific, where I told you guys we're going to watch at Taiwan and what we're going to watch for there, I'm going to have a new forecast out tonight at 10 p.m. So, the only other areas I'd just like to run down really quick, United States, just, I mean, you know, nothing huge going on here right now, but we do have a new swarm on the West Coast. And anytime we see a new swarm on the West Coast, we have to watch for a new swarm in the Midwest of similar size. So, take a look at it, see what's happening on the West Coast. That's going to strike in the Midwest. Just simply put, in the next 48 hours. But we're looking for a 5.5 to strike up here in Vancouver, BC. Okay, just so you guys know. Let's see. And again, I'm going to have a detailed forecast out tonight. Yeah, this dang feed, man. Now, I can turn off the bells. But then you guys don't get to see when the new earthquake strikes. And they're usually spot on, the bell reports. Okay, so what else? Central America. Well, we've got volcanic activity that ceased. There was just volcanic eruption after volcanic eruption at Colima and Popo. And then recently, over the past couple days, or at least over the last day, it kind of died. But then earthquakes picked back up. And that always happens. Whenever we see earthquakes, we see lack of volcano eruptions. And whenever we see volcano eruptions, we see lack of earthquakes. It's kind of a strange phenomenon, but you'd think there would be larger earthquakes that accompany volcanoes, but they actually relieve the seismic pressure that's coming in from over in the West Pacific. So take a look at the last day. Okay, so obviously Mexico, Colima has stopped, but now we have a new eruption at Fuego and a couple new eruptions down at Turrialba, Costa Rica. Further to the south, Sabancaya, every day, now putting off large blasts. That's something, well, something normal, I guess, now. And that's it for volcanic eruptions. Oh, meow, come here. Meow, come here. Come. All right, guys. Yeah, so that is our update earthquake-wise Not much else going on. For a forecast, tune in tonight at 10 p.m. where I'll spend a good hour, hour and a half running things down. We'll look up all the small earthquakes on the West Coast. We'll take our time to do that.